Okay, let's unpack this.
Mm.
Have you ever felt that little surge of satisfaction? You figure out a clever, simple way to fix some common annoyance.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're trying to share a video on your phone, right? The speaker's just not loud enough.
Uh-huh.
And you just like stick it in the glass or a
You
cup.
think it works.
Yeah. And hey, it actually works. Or maybe you've needed to slice something soft, like, I don't know, a perfect loaf of bread or a delicate cake, and you wish you had a cleaner way than a knife.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, unscented dental floss is apparently your secret weapon there.
It's those moments, isn't it, where a tiny adjustment makes such a surprising difference. They feel like little wins.
Totally. Little triumphs against everyday friction. And that feeling is exactly what we've been chasing in this deep dive.
Right.
We're taking a stack of sources, articles, guides, research notes, all packed with these tips and tricks, life hacks.
Yeah, that term.
And they cover pretty much everything. Organizing your physical space, optimizing your tech, boosting productivity.
Even navigating your own mind and emotions. It's a really diverse collection. Very practical stuff, but also some much more internal, abstract ideas, too.
Absolutely. So our mission here in this deep dive is to go beyond just listing them off. We want to dig into them, pull out the most valuable, maybe sometimes counterintuitive insights, and really explore how you, our listener, can actually use these ideas.
It's about making things a little smoother day to day.
Yeah, smoother, maybe a bit more productive, hopefully even a little happier by finding those clever shortcuts, those fresh perspectives.
It's like building a mental toolkit, really, from all this info we gathered.
Exactly. All right, let's jump straight into the first big area, hacking your physical world.
Okay.
This is all about clever tricks for dealing with your stuff, your space. You mentioned the cup speaker trick, but there were loads of other simple, almost analog tech helpers we found.
Yes, like protecting your charging cables. That came up a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Using a spring from an old pen, wrap it around the cord right where it meets the plug. Apparently, it stops that common bending thing. Prevents frayed wires, broken chargers. Simple physics, saves you money.
That's genius. And cable organization. Instead of that mess behind the desk,
The rat's nest, yeah.
use simple bulldog clips, clip them to the edge, thread the cables through the metal loops.
So simple. Or even just empty toilet paper rolls. Or hair clips for keeping cords neat when you pack them away.
It's amazing how often the solution involves looking differently at something you'd normally just toss, right?
Exactly. Now, moving into the digital side, the sources also flagged practical phone features people might just overlook.
Like what?
For Android users, if you lose your phone, you can use security settings, device administrator, and the Google Play Store website
To do what?
to remotely ring it, lock it, or even erase it completely.
That's a must-know. Seriously. And for iPhone users.
Well, there's that widely circulated claim anyway, that putting your phone in airplane mode drastically speeds up charging time.
Oh, I've heard that. Does it work?
The sources mention it as a claim, so worth testing, I suppose. Plus, a simpler one, the calculator app.
Yeah.
Swipe left or right across the numbers on the screen. It deletes the last digit, so you could fix typos without starting the whole calculation over.
Oh, that's useful. Small things, but they add up. Less frustration.
Definitely. And Google Search itself has some hidden power. The notes mentioned modifiers like cite.
Ah, yeah, to search within just one website.
Right. Or in title or in neural to find keywords specifically in the page title or the web address. Great for focused research.
Good for digging deep.
There's also source and location
Yeah.
for pinpointing news articles.
And don't forget Google's search bar as a calculator. Quick conversion.
Oh, absolutely. Just type 140 pounds in stones or 25 Celsius in Fahrenheit. Bam, instant answer. Currency too.
Super handy.
A fascinating one mentioned with digital tools you might already have was the VLC media player.
Oh, yeah, for watching videos.
Most people use it for that, yeah. But it can reportedly be used to download YouTube videos.
Really?
Now, the steps seemed a bit fiddly, to be honest. Something about media open network stream, pasting the URL, then digging into tools codec information to find the video's actual location and save it.
Sounds complicated.
It did sound a bit involved. It also noted you can record your desktop with it via capture device. Seems like it has more hidden tricks than you'd think.
Definitely one to look up the specific steps for later if you need it.
Okay.
Okay, let's pivot from digital tech to your actual physical space home organization, Cleaning,
Right. Loads of DIY ideas here using everyday stuff.
like turning old boxes, maybe from deliveries, into drawer divider.
Exactly. Cover them in wrapping paper. One note mentions someone getting compliments, asking where they bought their custom dividers.
Huh, that's brilliant. And so cheap. Use it anywhere, right? Kitchen drawers, dressers.
Bathroom vanities, yeah. Other tricks included using like a paint palette for small jewelry.
Oh, clever.
Soda can tabs on hangers to double up space in your closet.
Vertically, yeah.
And even old CD racks being perfect for organizing Tupperware lids. You know how annoying those get?
Don't get me started on Tupperware lids. The kitchen seemed to inspire quite a few hacks.
It did. Using the starchy water from washing rice for your plants. Resourceful.
Okay.
Coffee grounds aren't just waste. They can clean cast iron pans or tools.
Right.
And using coffee itself, rubbing grounds on your hands, supposedly deodorizes them after chopping garlic or onions. Fish, too.
Huh. Have to try that next time. And for cleaning itself, some surprising methods came up.
Like cleaning a charcoal grill with half an onion on a fork.
Get out! How?
Apparently, you heat the grill up, then use a fork to rub the cut side of the onion really vigorously over the hot grates.
Wow.
It's said to clean and deglaze naturally, using the onion's acidity and the steam.
Interesting. What else?
For stubborn oven grit, but only in an electric oven, this was stress place a shallow dish with half a cup of ammonia inside.
While it's on.
No, overnight while the oven is cold, it's supposed to loosen the grime so you can just wipe it away in the morning.
Ah, okay. Important safety note there. Electric only, cold oven, and definitely ventilate.
Absolutely critical. And for chopping boards, instead of sprays,
Yeah.
coarse salt and half a lemon, scrub away stains, odors, natural disinfectant.
Makes sense.
Mm.
And what about that greasy gunk on kitchen cabinets?
A paste, vegetable oil, and baking soda. Apply it with an old toothbrush. It supposedly lifts the gunk right off.
Nice. Easy enough. Any quick fixes mentioned?
Yeah. Getting a bit more ink from a printer cartridge that says it's empty.
How?
By poking a reset button on it, usually a tiny hole with a pin or paperclip. Just a temporary lifeline, maybe.
Worth a shot in desperation.
And for streak-free windows, mirrors, even wine glasses. Coffee filter.
Coffee filters. Why?
Because they're lint-free. Simple as that.
Huh. Okay. Moving right into food prep specifically. More kitchen gems.
Yes. Smashing a head of garlic, flat side of a knife, then shaking the cloves hard in a sieve container like a jar or a box.
To peel them.
Yeah, peels them super quickly. And using an empty plastic water bottle to separate egg yolks.
How does that work?
You gently squeeze the bottle, upon the opening over the yolk, release the squeeze, and it just sucks the yolk right up.
That's clever.
The dental floss trick for slicing soft things came up again here too. Cheese, cake, clean, even cuts.
Right. And microwaving food.
Shape it into a ring or make a hole in the center before heating. Helps it cook more evenly. Common sense maybe, but easy to forget.
True. Any simple recipes or cooking tips?
A quick note on making Nutella iced lollies. Just whipped cream, milk, and Nutella. Mix, freeze, sounded easy.
Dangerous.
Huh. And cooking bacon in a pan, then using that leftover grease
Well, yeah.
to cook pancakes right in the same pan. Extra flavor, less cleanup.
Okay, that sounds pretty good, actually.
And food storage. Keeping onions fresh longer. Tie them individually in sections of pantyhose and hang them up.
Like some kind of onion necklace.
Sort of. Or freezing herbs in olive oil in ice cube trays. Handy.
Yeah, a good way to preserve them.
And restoring crystallized honey, just put the jar in warm water till it melts again.
Simple fix. You know, looking back at all these physical hacks, so many are about solving problems of, like, order and efficiency.
Exactly. They combat clutter, speed things up, save resources, reduce those little frustrations in our environment.
It's about imposing a bit of ingenuity on the physical world, making it work better for us.
Right. And that desire for efficiency, it leads us straight into part 2, hacking your time and work.
Ah, okay. Shifting focus now. From managing physical space to managing focus, your schedule, your work environment.
Yeah, and this section really hammered home core productivity strategies. The most fundamental ones seem to be just making a schedule.
Simple as that.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
whether it's super detailed, hourly, or just a daily list, or even just using a calendar properly. Seeing your tasks laid out helps you plan, allocate time.
Prevents things falling through the cracks, stops you feeling overwhelmed.
And critically, the notes stress scheduling downtime, just as important as scheduling work, for avoiding burnout.
Good point. Rest is key. So beyond just listing tasks, what about how to approach them?
Well, identifying your most productive time of day. Are you a morning person? Night owl? Tackle your big, important tasks then.
Use your peak window.
Or flip it. Do the least pleasant tasks first. Get them out of the way. Build momentum.
Eat the frog, as they say.
Right. And a recurring theme was learning to say no.
Ooh, tough one for some people.
It is, but the material presents it as necessary. Saying no to requests or commitments that don't align with your goals or that you just don't have the capacity for. It's a boundary.
Essential for focus. Prevents overcommitment. And what about the commute?
Make it productive if you can. Use that time. Audiobooks, podcasts like this one, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Listening to voice notes, clearing emails, or just music to de-stress before or after work.
Good use of otherwise dead time.
There was an interesting concept, too. Procrastinating with a purpose.
Okay. What's that?
If you're really stuck on a main task, avoiding it. Instead of just aimlessly scrolling, make a list of other productive things you can do.
Ah, so you're still getting some done.
Exactly. Your avoidance still achieves something useful. It reframes it.
Less guilt. The notes also mention eliminating unimportant details in work. Focus on the core output first, refine later.
Get the main thing done. And building habits. Consistency is key. Making important duties a daily habit, even for a short time, rather than trying to do it all at once, like once a week.
That daily rhythm makes things automatic, doesn't it?
It does. And speaking of focus, battling distractions was huge in these sources.
Oh, I bet.
OneNote had a sobering statistic. Over a 65-year lifespan, someone watching about 4 hours of TV a day could potentially spend 9 years of their life just doing that.
Wow. 9 years. That really puts it in perspective.
Doesn't it? So the solutions offered were pretty direct. Turn off screens before bed, TV, computer, phone.
Why before bed specifically?
Looking at bright screens can suppress melatonin. That's the hormone that helps you sleep. So better sleep hygiene.
Makes sense.
Also, turn off Wi-Fi or log out of social media accounts while you're trying to work.
Remove the temptation.
Yeah. Putting away selfie gadgets was specifically mentioned in OneNote.
Yeah.
And setting specific limited times to check emails, calls, messages. Don't let notifications constantly pull you away. Batch process them.
Right. Control the flow. Optimizing your physical work environment also came up.
It did. Cornell research was cited suggesting 77 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 25 Celsius, is potentially a magic number for productivity. Comfort equals focus, maybe.
Interesting. What if you can't control the thermostat?
Personal solutions, portable fan, layering clothes, standard stuff.
Right.
There was also a really peculiar trick mentioned.
Go on.
Probably more humorous than practical, but putting cheese on a thermostat to trick it into thinking the room is colder so it turns the heat on?
Jeez. Okay, yeah, maybe don't try that one at the office.
Probably not. The power of nature was highlighted too.
How so?
University of Michigan's attention restoration theory suggests being around nature or even just having plants in your workspace can restore focus after mental fatigue.
Green is good for the eyes too, right?
That was noted as well. Calming, soothing.
What about naps? Good or bad?
Definitely good, according to these sources, citing companies like Google having nap rooms.
Power naps.
Exactly. The concept of a nap wheel to calculate optimal nap times based on your sleep-wake schedule was mentioned, but also just simple advice. Nap when you feel drowsy. It's not lazy. It can boost productivity.
Good to know.
And music. Music can influence productivity too. Binaural beats were mentioned for concentration specifically, but the material also said any music you enjoy can help you power through tasks, especially the boring ones. It provides a kind of entertainment layer that helps you focus.
Keeps part of your brain occupied, maybe?
Something like that. Color psychology also popped up. Research suggesting blue might be relaxing.
Like Facebook?
Potentially why sites like that use it, yeah. Keeps you scrolling calmly. While yellow is linked to productivity, reducing melatonin. Maybe its brightness mimics sunlight, waking you up.
Fascinating how these subtle things might affect us. Shifting to navigating the workplace itself.
Yeah.
Any hacks there?
A simple office phone tip. Apparently, pressing 9 during a telemarketer call on some systems adds the number to a do not call list.
Oh, worth trying.
And for dealing with trickier interpersonal dynamics, the notes offered strategies.
Like?
Identifying your own peak working hours was reiterated, saying no. Keeping your desk clear, a messy desk hinders focus, apparently.
Basic but important. What about difficult bosses?
Advice included confronting an immature boss, professionally stating observations, explaining the behavior's impact, Or managing a micromanager by proactively scheduling clear communication points, asking questions.
Taking control of the communication.
Yeah. And if favoritism was a bigger company-wide culture issue, seeking advice from a lawyer specializing in labor law was mentioned as a potential step.
Okay.
It's worth noting, these strategies are presented as potential tools found in the sources. The information doesn't endorse any particular view, just reports the advice given for addressing these challenges.
Right. Neutral reporting. It's about having potential strategies in your back pocket based on what others have compiled. Ultimately, all these time and work hacks, they tie back to making your days feel less chaotic, right?
Reducing stress from overload, improving focus.
Making work more manageable, giving you tools for tricky situations.
Exactly. Moving from being reactive to being more intentional, more proactive with your time and energy.
Which brings us nicely to the final section, hacking your mind and emotions.
Yeah, this is where the deep dive turned inward. Self-improvement, well-being.
How do the sources define self-improvement?
Pretty straightforwardly. Improving yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But the benefits listed were significant. Professional growth, finding new interests, building healthy relationships.
Cultivating meaning and purpose in life.
Exactly. A key insight here, though, was the balance needed. Striving to be better is vital, yes, but the material stressed, it's just as important to recognize and appreciate the good things in your current life.
Don't let the pursuit of better blind you to the good enough right now.
Precisely. And for building new habits. Consistency and small steps were heavily emphasized.
How so?
The notes argued that doing something daily makes it stick far better than doing it sporadically, like once or twice a week. That's harder to maintain.
So start simple.
Incredibly simple, maybe just 5 minutes of daily exercise, or replacing just one unhealthy snack with fruit. Don't try to overhaul everything at once.
Overwhelm leads to quitting. And the motivation.
Remind yourself daily why you're doing it, and dedicate that effort to yourself. It's an act of self-care, really.
Okay. What about training your mind for success? Any core habits?
Accepting change was a big one. It's constant. So embrace it, expect it, try to use it. Setting achievable goals, use checklists. Track progress.
Makes it feel real.
And cultivating belief in yourself and your goals. Rooting it in your plan and your hard work, not just wishful thinking or destiny.
Action matters.
Absolutely. Acting now. The best time to make important decisions is in the now. Avoid putting things off. And a powerful point. Focus on improving the situation you're in.
Rather than blaming others or dwelling on things you can't control.
Exactly. Take responsibility for your sphere of influence.
The sources also warned against the perfectionism trap, didn't they?
They did. Waiting for that perfect moment. It's a barrier. Just start working, edit later. Don't reject initial ideas immediately. Explore them. Adopt a step-by-step process.
Like refining an invention slowly.
Yeah. And a direct truth bomb that perceived pleasure of feeling pressure while cramming.
Yeah.
Identified as a deception. Rushing leads to mistakes, stress, no time to review properly. It's false economy.
Good point. Moving into the emotional realm.
Yeah.
Loving what you do, letting go.
Yeah, a core message was that true, lasting happiness comes more from internal feelings and actions, being kind, volunteering, appreciating life, than just from external things, material possessions.
Inner state over outer circumstances. What about negative patterns?
Avoid complaining. Acknowledge problems, sure, but pivot quickly to solutions. And avoid escaping difficulties. Taking the easy way out often creates bigger problems later.
Face things head on.
Seems to be the advice. Letting go is presented as fundamental for growth, even when it's painful.
What kind of things did they suggest letting go of?
Past hurts, obviously.
Wow.
The need to be someone else for other people, the notes argued, being alone is better than losing your identity.
Strong stance.
Partners whose words and actions don't align consistently. Feeling obligated to love someone. Sacrificing your own happiness constantly for someone else.
Basically prioritizing your own well-being in relationships.
Seems so. And even letting go of disliking your routine, your job, your situation. The sentiment was, better to fail at what you love than succeed miserably at something you hate. Find something that aligns with you.
Wow. Some hard truths in that section. Finally, managing emotions and stress. A huge topic.
Massive. The sources listed common stress symptoms, cognitive ones like forgetfulness, difficulty concentrating.
Physical, like headaches, body aches.
Emotional, like loneliness, crying spells. Behavioral, like isolation, inefficiency. And noting severe symptoms could include panic attacks.
Okay, so what about handling stress? Strategies.
Practical ones. Deep breathing exercises. Calms the nervous system, improves focus. Simple but effective.
Breathing is powerful.
Avoiding certain foods drinks was suggested too. Specifically caffeine, coffee, soda, energy drinks, even chocolate chips after 4 p.m.
Yeah.
to help with sleep quality.
Interesting about the chocolate chips.
Yeah. Learning to laugh at problems was highlighted. Laughter is still the best medicine, but it needs to be a real, genuine laugh.
Not forced positivity.
Right.
Right.
Other outlets. Writing down your fears, talking to someone, supportive friends, family, maybe a church leader, finding a life coach even.
Seeking support.
And accepting failure, not as defeat, but as something that molds you, strengthens you. It's part of the process.
Learning opportunity.
And simply focusing on breathing in and out was offered as just a temporary, in-the-moment calming technique, grounding yourself.
Okay. Did the sources give advice for specific emotions?
Briefly, yeah, for fear. Research what you're afraid of. If you're doubted, present your qualifications clearly. Focus on facts.
For anger.
Acknowledge it, but don't dwell on it. Talk to a trusted friend or maybe a doctor if it's persistent or overwhelming.
Sadness.
Remember, it's temporary. Actively look for solutions. Make an effort to smile, sounds trite, but might help shift things slightly. Connect with people.
Don't isolate. What about loneliness?
Recognize that humans need connection. We aren't islands. Reach out, family, friends. Find common ground, shared activity.
Ill connections. Envy.
Described as often stemming from a lack of understanding of yourself or others, breeds discontent. The key suggested was cultivating contentment based on giving your own best effort.
Focus on your own race.
Exactly. Shift focus to your own positive qualities and achievements.
And finally, hatred.
Often linked to external situations like perceived unfairness or favoritism at work. The advice involved trying to understand others' perspectives, not letting it derail your own goals, and sometimes recognizing the need for professional help, like a therapist, if it's really consuming you.
Right. That really brings the internal journey into focus, doesn't it? These hacks for your mind and emotions. They're about building resilience, finding purpose, overcoming internal barriers.
Improving relationships, finding more peace amidst life's challenges. It's the internal work that ultimately makes all the external hacks and efficiencies truly valuable, I think.
Wow. Okay. We've really covered the spectrum here, haven't we? From, like, super simple physical fixes using dental floss and onions to leveraging phone features, organizing cables, then boosting productivity, battling distractions, and finally navigating complex emotions.
It's a whole collection of possibilities, isn't it? All pulled directly from this stack of compiled knowledge we went through. Our goal was really just to distill these ideas, present them to you, highlight the range and potential here.
Exactly. And now the interesting part begins for you, the listener. This wasn't meant as a to-do list of every single hack. That'd be overwhelming.
Totally impractical.
The real power isn't in knowing them all. It's in identifying the few that truly resonate with your life right now. Which ones feel like they could genuinely make the biggest positive difference for you?
It's about thoughtful selection, intentional application, not trying to implement everything at once.
So maybe something to consider is this. If even one small, clever change, whether it's, I don't know, organizing a drawer with those repurposed boxes, trying that floss trick, scheduling just 5 minutes of daily effort on a new habit, or just pausing for deep breaths when you feel stressed.
If just one thing can simplify a task, reduce friction, or slightly shift your perspective.
Imagine the cumulative effect.
Right.
How could intentionally adding just a couple more of these clever changes compound over time? How could they create a significantly different, maybe smoother, more focused, or even happier experience of your day?